Okay. Hold on. Okay, now we're good. I hadn't unmuted the other Twitch side yet, so now we can begin. Let me just quickly update that thing. And yes, that's the problem. If you notice it, the thing is very long. Now, obviously, that is still going to be a very weird thing. And yes, whatever you got caught by was a dumb ad that plays for no reason when I try and grab the link. Don't question how. It just does. Hello, Brazilian. Just gonna throw this here just in case of any accidental playing. Same with this one, but instead of, I was thinking of Magna for no reason, but in this case we'll use Psycho Red. And, you know what? Do I don't think I had Dagger on. Nah, I do. There we go. I think everything should be ready. I don't think I missed anything. Then obviously putting it in chat. There we go. We'll see what happens with the Halloween character. If it'll even exist. A lot longer to start today, but I mean, it started now. Break or something? Well, what's wrong? Certainly a slow start for today already. And blue stacks is slightly smaller than it's supposed to be, so there we go. I guess no one wanted to fight Psycho Red or something. I don't know.
3, 2,
there we go.
1, go.
Psycho Rage. Nah, I get to interrupt them. I don't get to interrupt, but this is fine. Rolling Slash. Nothing? Okay. I can poke you. But that's about it. Again, ignore. You spent all your energy for that. I don't think it was worth it. Up you go. And with that one, we're just going to roll again. Yeah, slower. Perfectly timed, so I can start recovering. Get rid of this. Ah, nope. Okay. Well, this is gonna be sad. Either dodge this or you lose your legs. I mean, you tried. They didn't lose their legs, but they still kicked me. Yeah, Cat really needs an update as well. Didn't even jump fast enough. No damage behind it as well. Gold up. Why the Haley assist even? Seriously. That was the only concerning part. And he wants to be a defender. And he wants to be a defender. While mine is non-existent. No. Get brought back in. Saga Storm. With that, we just back away. Or slash! Nope. Don't even get to slash, and Q system didn't help me. Yeah, okay. Yep, Psycho Storm again. There's your block. Okay, defense broken, or did you rotate? Oh, did you assist not rotate? Yeah, double mad dash. Great. We can avoid some things. But that's about it. Yeah, dodge that one. In the middle of a dash. Trying to back away again. Wasn't fast enough. You can only shove him away so much. At least you had a different team set up, like, basically a unique one. You're gonna be the only cat user this stream. And the only reason there's gonna be more than one is quite literally just because I mentioned it now.
3, 2, 1, go!
Exactly. You're not exactly supposed to care. But there's people that don't understand that. Leftover friendlies. Yeah, but that's about it. What if I use some special recovery? No, apparently not. No such thing. Tiger Red doesn't have that for some reason. Isn't exactly holding a weapon, so I don't know what the game is doing. Psychic Storm! I'm faster! And again, Psychic Storm! You can't if you have a block, well, you don't get to use it. Slash them! Okay. I'm still in range. Do you get stunned? Okay. Well, what now? Oh, slash your legs off! Listen, I'm not guaranteed to win every time. I don't know what you expect. I don't know why you even have that mindset there. Play well, anything can happen in a match. The lean bow. With 0 blocks, but they did nothing. Hello. Not exactly fighting. Nah, at the same time, that's just basic ones. If anything, you just count their energy at the same time, go by rotation. The only reason to go is, the only thing you need to follow is just, if you know your opponent's character, you know what the best options are they're about to use. One example is like I've had many times where the opponent will still use their primary slot. Okay, actually, we'll take an example from not too long ago. When I was fighting Phoenix, the Death Ranger user. They used their metal slot. And what did they use next? Their primary slot. We all know there's a block in the metal slot now. No one's gonna use the primary slot of their own free will in the middle of a Death Ranger combo. But then you just go by rotations. That's just those two things. And then you just count their energy at the same time. If you know the energy costs, you might as well. And then if you pay attention to them as well, you would know if they dash, they reset their energy. So it's kind of that. It's kind of just that situation. Psychic Storm. Fine. I should have backdashed. Psychic Storm again. Give me your energy. Another mad dash. Another Psychic Storm. And this one, well, we're just gonna miss the first hit so we can actually land the rest of it. And then we're going to slash them again. And another Psychic Storm. You're not leaving this one. Sorry. Honestly, no, I'm not sorry anymore. Yeah. Like I said. Not sorry anymore. Because the dashing would reset the energy in case the animation is a little long. So you would know whether or not they tried to start recovering. Whether or not they recovered one in the middle of their combo. So, there's that. You also, based on the animation time and how quickly they actually use their next card, you could have potentially reset their EP cooldown. That's that I like poking people the moment I kind of just... I don't have much energy, okay? I don't have much energy. But my energy is about to start the cooldown. And I have enough energy to use a very quick poke. I'm gonna poke you. And you're gonna stand there. You either have a regular block or something else to counter. But you're gonna waste your energy and reset. Or you have a decently fast enough block that actually can't hit me. Or you just stand there, sitting through recovery, while I start regenerating over here. Not what I meant, Ghostblade. I meant in general as fighting an opponent, not the current character I'm using. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Flash them! Get rid of this. But not to mention, compared to others, I also don't exactly let a certain card block my slots all that often if I can avoid it. You're not being helpful! Daggeron! Tiger Storm! That's another block. I don't know about that, Geki. Are you properly available to not be interrupted? You should have recovered. You should have taken the chance to recover one energy while in my corner. This is your fault. They didn't rotate, so they were more likely to, but they also didn't take their chance to recover one energy after the third shot of that breaker. So, if anything, a strike was next. Hello, Danzilla. What is it, Average? 7 mad dashes in a row? But what happened? I guess it's been a decent bit. Mad dash, block, mad dash, block, mad dash, block. Another one. Just another block. Another mad dash. This does not count as rotating, game. The zero cost block does not count as rotating. If anything's just stupidly annoying. I have no clue, Danzilla. It's really questionable why the technically most recognized Power Rangers in the modern day is not being brought out by NY. It's gonna be flicked. Nope, never mind. Like, they just have refused to add the next character that's based on that season. For years.
3, 2.
I'm gonna start with a backdash and block. Listen, your match when you were lean mode didn't exactly count, you know. But if you're gonna stand still, there's really no point in you even playing at all if you're not exactly gonna do that. Good enough. At least they're fighting. Fine. Okay, get rid of that one. Another slash. It's not a rotating, but I also delayed it too much anyway. Because I was waiting for their card. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. They're not exactly going to add another one like that one. And we're expecting an epic for the Halloween situation. Unless we're going legendary epic. I don't know. Unless it's legendary 2 epics, legendary 2 epics. Meh. I have not fully paid attention to rotation, but I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure.
3, 2,
Nah, it doesn't matter, Geki. It's the fact that at least he fought. Beep. Can't get up yet. Can you not? Yeah, okay. I guess that's a no. Saga Rage. We're gonna wait. Saga Storm. You're gonna be stuck here for a while if you do not rotate your cards out. Sorry. I know you have Casey, and you probably do. You're gonna need to spam your cards. Ghost! Press a card! There we go. He did it! Daggeron! The only annoyance that Psycho Green, not Psycho Green, Psycho Red has. Stun lock, to an extent. He needed to spam his assist slot as fast as he could. He needed to get a block. Sorry, you had to go through that. The last person that did, I'm not sorry anymore because, yeah, those 2 assists. I know you're using Casey, but at least you have a voice. That's the difference. Once he... Yeah, it's not that it's unlucky, it's just more like the situation where... Geki, you are high. You are asking... At the same time, you literally were stuck in full energy for so long, you really just need to spam your cards at that point. Who was before Troy? At this point, let me just open Discord because their loading screens can just show it anyway. Camille, Troy, Chase, Kimberly, Justin. Oh, no, it's Legendary Epic, Legendary Epic, Legendary Epic. From the looks of it. So the next one is a Legendary, as per usual. So who's the Legendary Halloween character? I don't know why I even bothered blocking there. Poke them. We slash! Saga Storm! Yeah, I don't think you're safe. Better get that block out of your slots. Out for your slots, not get out of your slots. Anyway, back away. He had one the entire time. It didn't help. Get rid of this. Saga Storm! There we go. We're in the corner. I don't think this was a good idea. We demand dash again. We steal your energy. I'm sorry. Genji, punch him in the face! Eesh. Maybe just one spamming hard enough for that. I mean, technically, if anyone could actually make the character function, Preston would be pretty useful again to be able to be used. Okay. As long as you don't outright just use a broken character against a weak character, that's kind of the only consensus here. However, if I use something like Magna, you might want to bring out any character you wish. You know which character I'm using? The only thing is to avoid just outright bringing something just stupidly broken and making the fight boring. You may think, I'm just trying to I'm forced to overcome this obstacle. We literally do that on ranked or challenges constantly. We do not need it in friendly battles. If it's a broken character versus broken character, yeah. Anyway, code has been up for a minute. Anyone can take it, even if you haven't waited 5 matches. You cannot be this slow if you are simply incapable of putting the code in and you are still looking for a code. Yeah. No, you're allowed to use any broken character, but just try not to make it unfun in that sense against the weaker ones. Like I said, if I use something like Magna, you might want to bring any broken character. Just because of the sheer utility and what he can do now, he is able to... He's not the absolute strongest, but he's able to compete and cause lots of problems to others. That's all I can say.
2, 1, go!
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get punched, alright. Not the punch I was referring to, but go into the air! And give me your energy. So I'm gonna make those with a block, breaker, and breaker. Okay. Well, there, we're back to block, breaker, but yeah. And now you have to strike. There's your breaker. See what I mean? Psychic Storm again. You lose your slots. And Mad Dash. And Psychic Rage. Does he know that my middle slot is blocked off? Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Up we go. 7.
KO.
They got the bug. They got the launch into full bug, in quotations. It's not a bug. Anyway, it refuses to fix whatever that transition is. It just shoves you down to the ground. It doesn't make you bounce. If I spammed a block, I would have gotten away with it. Or even a breaker. But then they wouldn't have continued. So I just had to spam a block. But then again, you're not allowed to get out of that to begin with. That exact interaction is because Edway refuses to get things right with specific transitions. If the character is launched and forced into fall, they will not bounce. They will flop to the ground, and that's all that'll be.
3, 2, 1.
And there's a hit reaction fail from Enway. Another Mad Dash. Psychic Storm. Middle slot is blocked off. So what if we just, nah. Okay. We'll run into that one. How much more health are you able to survive here? Decent bits. Up you go! And Psychic Storm again. Yeah, this is just the cycle of Psycho Red. The Psycho Red cycle.
KO.
Anyway, I think we're done here. We don't need more of that. We on to the next character. Do we have anyone on the list, or do I still just pick someone random? Because at this point, anyone is usable. You are fighting Magna. The one of the dangerous few right now. For once. I don't recommend Danny!
2, 1, go!
You will understand shortly why. Ghostblade, please pay attention to your health.
Perfect. Win.
Hello, Dark Master. Yeah, it may be a common, a rare that can now have two 50-50s. He still has problems. He is still slow, and his breaker may be faster, but it's not good enough of a breaker trap. So we've got some good, strong opponents that can cause problems. Sorry! But this is a very specific situation you need to be very careful of. He's been caught. He cancelled. Oh no. Not again! There goes Magna showing what he's able to do. Yep, that's the problem. The Camille leader seems decently fine of her release. The assist is not. Here I am baiting out a strike from a distance just to interrupt them mid-flight. Just because Adam is invincible briefly, but then he's still airborne when he's about to drop onto you. V2 slash of Magna Noble Blow. Fought him. Why'd you bring Carter?
2, 1.
This isn't helping your situation. And that just happened. Accidental cancel. And that reached. I removed the fire before it even hit me. Good enough. At least he landed that. At least he landed that one. There's only one problem. Yeah, I'm ignoring that. If you don't block this, you're basically dead. Well, it was fine for now. Ranger Slayer! That didn't help you. Up you go.
KO. Win.
The only thing to point out is how Magna's breakers worked. What do you mean, what was that Magna Defender? What he does now. It's exactly what he does now.
Get on to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride and burn for your desire.
There we go. This one's semi-fair.
2.
I say semi-fair because Orion is in a weird situation right now. Yeah. If anything, I ran into that hit. So that's basically my fault. No. And now we have Alien combo. You get slapped down to the ground. That's what happens. Away with you. Get rid of this. Oh, no. What kind of combo you got for me? 6. And 4.3. If I had my armor, that would not work. You took your risk on the rotation. Good job.
KO. You lose.
Technically, that's a fair fight. Technically. Rotation didn't save me at the end. And I ran into the first hit. Good job. Just be warned, the next matchup can go anyway. Good game. Be warned, Dogmaster. If you get caught by a random thing, Magna makes you explode. Orico. It's perfectly fine.
2,
Here we go.
1. Go.
Nope. Slap yourself down to the ground. And again. Nah. Okay. And you're late. You were late. Expecting the Adam? Not Adam. The Rocky. Slap them down. Anyway, Valen combo. You didn't cancel. Apples. And then I didn't instantly press the button. Up you go. If you use your... Yeah, okay. That didn't help me there. I'm gonna spam the Noble Blow and then I'm gonna cancel. Up we go!
KO.
You're basically... This is what I mean. For Magna, you're basically fighting a wall. The wall sometimes vanishes in your face, though. Like, he's not in the air. He has nothing that puts himself in the air, so he has no risk of that. He's always on the ground. He goes armored, and then he slaps you down to the ground. And his other attack, well, he goes invincible. I would say Magna is more dangerous than Daishi, yes. By a long shot. And reminder, how about I give this an example as well? Magna has a way of dealing with Leo's super. Daishi does not. Kind of. Got slapped away. That's 6. Yeah. Nope! And off you go! Early.
KO. Win.
Haley's able to deal damage, yes. Magna also can still deal with other stuff. And it's not that Haley can defeat Magna, they're basically even. In fact, Magna might just get away with a lot of things that Haley hates. Haley can go underground, we know that. Magna goes into the air and forces her second hit to cause you to flop to the ground to fail to continue your combo. Eesh. Doesn't look like anyone's requested a character yet. Adam, again. Is he gonna be? Can he avoid the perfect this time? That didn't work. Nope. You didn't dash forwards though. Ah, he's watching. He's watching his opponent. Get rid of this. Nope, you get interrupted. Zika's Vengeance! Magnum the Storm. I got a little trick right here. I recovered my energy for that. That's a crit. It was not needed though. Technically, I don't think. Daishi being faster means nothing, 1C. Technically, because of armor and a few other stuff, Magna has a thing called Option Select. You use Valiant Combo? Oh, you know, they just use a strike. Find the gap in the middle of the strike. Cancel! Punish! You just use the breaker to punish them. This also works on breakers as well. If you think they're gonna hit the gap between the armor. But yes, Daishi's faster. Doesn't save him though. Wait. Yeah, I didn't get my backdash there. Out we go. Okay, what do you got? Daishi is slower than that. On most of his cards. Again!
KO. Win.
Like, comparably, Magna Storm and Daishi's Phantom Beast are basically similar in speed. And one is a projectile, so they are likely to clash. In terms of actual danger, I'm still giving it to Magna. In there. Yeesh. At least you fought back. At least you managed to fight back. It's still Magna. Hey, hey, what if we just... I should not have cancelled. Yeah, that's on you. Slap you down. Zika's Vengeance. Magna Storm. And again. Armor. Pay attention. I think, and... Nope. Blaze. Up you go. And we're just going to jump. Nope. Okay, we don't get to jump. Good job. But let's see whether or not you know what to do next. Because I have one thing I need to point out. We do this. We do this. And we're gonna jump. We jump again! This is what I mean. It's very safe. Zika's Vengeance is just safe. The way they redid the invincibility makes it a decent engagement. It's better than Valiant Combat at engaging, in my opinion. Just because in case you are slower than them, you can avoid the strike if they did that. And we're gonna lose it. Okay, well, we lost the game. There it goes. We still have we have yet to receive an update on this stupid bug that the NY has refused to do anything about. I'm launching the ult, a main. I just called the main the ult. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me make sure. What did... And be aware, the match stated cancelled? It did not. Anyway, what is the proper request? Frog is here. Speaking of Frog, he's the one who turned into one. I requested Abijit, specifically requested Daggeron. That's what he requested. It's not Adam. Sentry into Antonio. Be aware, it's gonna break. What I'm just gonna do is go into training mode quickly. This won't break it, but it's not gonna save it either. I'm just gonna, while we sit in training mode, I can show what Magna's able to do. There. This is his most basic combo you could think of right now with this new thing. You have to use those backdashes and let the projectiles travel. It's gonna get bombed. Yep. His primary slot, by comparison, is a lot weaker than his middle slot now. Like, most opponents would be not paying attention to you getting hit there, so sometimes they don't block. Some do. They pay attention. But, yeah. The thing is, though, because of how it is, I make use of the backdash and get the 1 AP back rather than this variant. Even though I might be better sometimes to just do that, but I don't think I can speed it up when it matters. Like, you might be able to try and react with that thing, but it still has startup. So it might not end up saving you. Like, you can do this. It's fast. Good. It'll save you. But that's the problem. You can let it play, get the damage, and recover. There. A lot of dangerous things about Magna. And then, you know, the thing you can get away with. That. You hit me. I armored it. And you know what I get? I get my 3 energy back. And I punish you. And then he has this weird corner combo that he can get away with. And technically it's not over. Doing this is not a combo, but if he got a blaster again, he would get away with a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Up we go. Like, right here, I don't think it's gonna hit. Yeah. If you're slightly outside of the corner, don't try and do that. And if you have to, don't use the follow-up if you don't have to. Anyway, do we break or do we continue? Wow. Still bugged! Look at that. We went into training mode, did a bit of testing, and we still couldn't get back into a match. Anyway, we're about to be... Don't worry, we're about to hear a weird sound. Anyway, I need to open up the mirroring software so we can actually use the ult. Oh no. There we go, calling it the ult again. Yes, we know he needs a buff. Don't point out the obvious, but anyways, never gonna buff him for me. He's going to be avoided entirely of buffing. At least it loaded quickly, so there's a time limit of anyway being weird, but yeah. I will show you why I'm saying anyways not gonna be... they're not gonna help him. They're gonna completely avoid helping Preston function as a character. We'll be able to swap the main on screen shortly. Flip over again. Invincible. What if I said... oh yeah, actually that's an example of a difference. Valiant combo can... it does armor, but the problem is it lets Turbo Tommy continue. Understand? However, there's a funny little thing. No other character can get away with a very specific trick, which is blocking the follow-up attack of this. If you armor it correctly, you can block the follow-up. That's all I'm gonna have to say. That's on me. In the middle of a dash. Good, cancel. No cars allowed. This is gonna hurt. Alright, so which one is what do you mean pause somehow? Speedy Green and Jungle Fury Red. I would say Jungle Fury Red is the stronger one. There's one big reason why I consider Bridge weaker there. And it's a slot setup. He is weak to breakers on 3 out of 4 of his attacks. So you can see the problem there. Up you go. Yes, he's been on Twitch, Thomas. Bonk them down. I'm keeping you in your corner. I should have just launched him. Wow, that hits. Whee! Slash them! You kick the block. You kick the block! Fire them! There goes Magna annoying Ollie. I think we're about done here after this next match. We're giving Magna one last one because I still feel like using him. Yeah, the problem with the lag though, Geki, is every time you press the card, you would counter it anyway. The only time the lag would actually matter is when you were doing your own combo. Phantom. Phantom Ranger, huh? This thing that's just 50-50 spam all the time. The 50-50 spam Phantom. Technically, Magna is just doing that but better right now. Just because he also has a blaster. That's a 50-50 now. And his primary is also still is now actually multi-hitting 50-50. Don't fail the combo. At least you're interrupting me, but I'm not going to use the follow-up there. Use that to recover 1. Block you. Zega's Vengeance again. And you better be ready. That happened. Sorry! Eesh. I wanted to armor, but nah. Alright, Magna's done here. We are done with Magna Defender. Let's use Daggeron. The sheer amount of power drop now. He may have 8 moves, but Daggeron has a different... Well, he also plays the game differently. Kind of. Daggeron slightly plays the game differently. I want to use that one. Let me just shove them away. We shove you away with Dane. And... You're not... Nah, this is good. This is good. I got a plan. I got a good little plan. Shoving them away. Korag, super. Plenty of time to recover. Ollie, Haley. Leash. People want Ollie as the request. So be it. Fine. Technically, his super is literally his only problem. Right now. If we want to go by comparisons to... Magna to an extent. But then again, his middle slot strike, hitting the air and hitting you... Yeah, and his hitboxes. I was literally about to point that out. Carpet! Golden kicks! Ah, okay, I'm ignoring that. I'm not letting you land that. If I was ignoring it, I would have just ignored it. Okay, that didn't help. What did I even... Okay, the setup is almost ready, but my health is too low. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. No, we're not. The forward momentum didn't even save me. It didn't save me. That's all I can say. Okay, kicking time. It didn't work. Strike spam.
You lose.
Yeah, of course. It's not that active of one, but I think it's... I don't know. I'm actually not certain on how old the account is. Hello, Lewis. Well, as long as they're waiting their 5 matches, that's all that matters. But in this case, I guess you're not fast enough there. Dane! Yeah, no. Teleport! Again. Ah, come on, he's in range. Okay, so here's his breaker. Not the breaker I was referring to, but now it's strike breaker, so we know what to expect. Kick him in the shins! Yeah, listen, say any more now. We're gonna have to hit them with a carpet. Surprise attack! Okay. Okay, I got punched. Well, at least has the middle slot, and then he dashes forwards and strikes again. Can't get out of that one. Okay, we almost have the setup again, but once again, health is not enough. Rather, health isn't enough to survive, but it exists. Get hit. I don't know why I bother blocking there. Kick them! With the burning sun! No, okay. Let me just... Point blank. Flash them. You're on fire. Look at that weak fire. You're supposed to be the Solaris Knight. Solar. Basically the Sun Knight or something. But here we are with the weakest fire. Fire them. Yeah, go ahead. Try. I don't think Jack has anything I can avoid with the sunbeam, so... What if I just get rid of this? That didn't work. There it is. Stun. Deki, teach him how, if this even is that one. Teach him that is required to cancel that breaker. He was lucky he actually landed the attack afterwards. Again, game! Anyway has purposely made it that a very specific amount of HP, or the opponents are just being that lucky with the thing. I healed! You can't knock me out just yet! The fact that the block didn't register in the middle of the dash. How's that not at the end of it yet? That part is stangly false. There's no lag there for me. That's not called lag. It's called dash recovery. You have 15 frames where you cannot do anything after a dash. Yep.
3, 2.
By comparison, Insta-Carpet! You have been struck by the Insta-Carpet, but the problem is you didn't backdash. I needed you to backdash. If Lewis backdashed, it would have been funny to see how fast the sheer speed of the carpet. But it didn't happen. Golden kicks. Just remember that. Because of the forward momentum every character has in the middle of the run-in, there's a thing called, for what Daggeron has, he has the Insta-Carpet. The Mystic Instant Carpet, where he just instantly gets on the carpet and flies in your general direction very quickly. It does a lot. It has a lot of speed. Wow. Fine. You needed that combo, didn't you? Yeesh. Majority of that, and 3,200 of that damage was fire. More like shorten its range. Or rather, shorten its point-blank range. It's not allowed to be undodgeable for that far.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm just gonna teleport. Never mind. Can't even teleport! Okay. Like, no, it doesn't have to be a single hit. It's a projectile at that point. Then again, that's just Justin all over again. No! I may have left a visual effect on screen with the time freeze, and then he hit me. Okay. Lightning Sun! Listen, I'm gonna explode myself here, but it works. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. Shield the Noctis! Wait. Yeah, that didn't work. I don't know why I did that. But I need to find a better one than Dane, because you need to be all the way in your own corner if you want that projectile to work, or rather the middle of the map. Dane only works when you're in the middle of the map, where you travel as far as possible before you shoot, and the projectile travels as far as possible before it hits them. They get staggered to the corner, you get thrown closer to your side of the arena. Basically, that's max travel time.
1, go!
Now, Sean, you need to point out your in-game name. You're not allowed to just join. I'm gonna kick you in the shin. Never mind. Kick you in the shin again. And the face. Back away. Go to the middle of the arena. Well, I dodged it. We got the projectile bug for Daggeron. I shot a Genji, I think. Was that a Genji? There, see? It comboed, because I'm in the middle of the arena. Sunbeam, Solar Sensation, Fireball! If we rejected it, it means you're not allowed to join by simply requesting. I've said it just now. You have to apply your proper name, and you have to show your personality in-game. Kicking the shin. Slash you! You can't dodge it! It's a hit detection. If it continues, it means it hit you. Yes, Nashorn, but you have to show your personality. You're required to try and take a code to fight. We'll also, Thomas, we'll also screen the account as per usual. And a reminder, the basic rules are, we're not a competitive alliance. Kill the bot!
3, 2, 1, go!
Fireball! Anyway, where's Geki? Why is it taking so long for the message to disappear? You thought! You tried to outsmart me, but my outsmarting of the canceling the block outsmarted yours. You will make new friends, then you simply have to be a decent human being. That's the only rule of the alliance. We don't do anything competitive. If you want to play any other alliance, you may, but you'll have to find someone. Wait. Does this work? I don't think it does. Anyway, why don't we just do this? Okay, fine. Fine. Mystic Sword. Burning Sun. No. Yeah, just let it continue. That didn't work. Shield of Darkness. Lots of energy to recover. Mystic Sword. There you go. Yeah, he just managed to get it in time. Was in game screen. We faced someone in the tournament game yesterday. No clue who that what you're even referring to, but so be it. If you mean the challenge, then someone. He has a Magna. Okay. Slash him! Damn that. Can't throw a fireball. What do you need another block? Another one. Yeah. Mess the carpet! No. At least his visual effect works. But that attack is still stupid looking. Sometimes. The only reason he's taking damage at all was literally because of the fire. It's the only reason he took damage. He's gonna use Magna, isn't he? Nope! Got rid of it. And there. Perfect way to get rid of a zero-cost block. No! Slow down! Slow down! Slow down! Nope! Sad. I used an assist and a breaker to slow it down. It was not enough. I needed one more tick of healing. I needed one more tick of healing. I think we're down at Dagger on after this. Sentry. Mastodon Sentry? Yeah, that's about right.
Go.
Carpet! Not in the air, and that didn't help you. Then your dragon's too slow. Teleport away! If I dodged that, that would be just stupid. I've played Present enough times to know that that thing getting dodged is way too often now. Yeah, shield darkness! Breaker. Okay, carpet. I'm in the air. He did something. There's a carpet. He tried to. He swapped out of the mode and instant striked. Teleport. Yeesh. Okay, well now I have a block, so I can't stop anything. I'm sorry. You've been caught by shenanigans. Stun you. Burning Sun for no reason. Block again. Raging Solaris. And Mystic Sword. I'm faster. You have your 4 costs and everything, and yet you still are slower. Can I rotate into the lamp, please? Play at the same time, Bish. Yes, I heard about it. You want to know something, Abijit, though? I have never played a Pokemon game. The closest thing I've ever played is quite literally just Pixelmon. And that's a Minecraft mod. Mastodon Centauri. Misty's fine. You might want to send a request so we can actually review your account. You did not get kicked. Reminder, if we let you join the Alliance and then kick you, you aren't able to request. We know of that thing. So if we really don't want you, we can force you to be unable to request for the next while. But yeah, you can send a request, we'll review your account, and that's about it. I've said it enough times. Unless they go by what it is, the only thing to point out is when you play in this alliance, you are representing us. If you spam taunt, you will be kicked. I don't know why still. The only taunt requirements we allow in this alliance is quite literally just a very special thing called taunt recovery. And if you are actually good enough, there is a thing called taunt dashing. But that is another entire thing. Anyway, full stacks. Be warned! This grenade toss is dangerous. You will have to stop it in some specific way, or you are in for a world of pain. It didn't work for you! It didn't work. Backdash. No! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I am not dead. I'm not knocked out yet. That's not point blank. Grenade! Nah, he armored it! I lost my middle slot because I did not have the ability to just shoot him again. Still need... Listen, it's not that they need dash or taunt recovery. It's the better way to put it. Taunt problems, which is still Keto Flip alongside Temporal Takedown on Jin, Wesley, Middle Slot Strike. Technically, any character that's allowed to also cancel their attack with an attack or taunt is able to get away with a taunt requirement. And there's one other important spot, and that is Doggy's Box. If you have ever been in Doggy's Box, you know very well there's no such thing as dashing. So you're not even allowed to do anything there, even if you wanted to. So you have to taunt there if you want to get away with things. So, yeah. That's not full stacks, you know. You went all the way to 9 just to not go full stacks. Yeah, that happens. Mainly, and Twitch won't exactly help you either. Nope. Grenade! I reset my energy, but it's double stacked!
KO, you win!
Just remember that anyway, making all these long animations for newer characters, I don't think Friendly Battles even show them. Twin. Nah. I opened the main for the mirroring software, but I have not played it at all yet, so I'm just gonna close it again. Change to interrupt. Nah. They broke something, so they keep having to change the hit reactions, and I don't think it's fixed yet. At all. Just because of the way that it just doesn't help you. Nope! You're not resetting my energy. Okay. You missed! For some reason! Why? Why is this what I have to fight right now? Wow. Mastodon Sentry Backdash!
KO. You win.
Nah, I wouldn't call him broken at that point. Yes, it allowed him to cheat, but it didn't make him broken. I will say when, Thomas. After this one, I will tell right before I put the code up. Hello, Winter. You are late. You want friendly battles, but you are an hour and 20 minutes late. Technically, only an hour late.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeet. That didn't help you. Up you go. Back away. Why did we just have to witness a sad combo that can't even be true? Grenade! You missed. Focus fire. I'm at 5 stacks, so I'm just going to do this. And hit you 3 times. Yeah, that's a different effect. Again, tackle! Be warned. I have 7 stacks. Okay. What kind of combo you got for me? Damn, Metal Slug is blocked off! Wow. That is sad. You know, I was about to kick your face in as well right after that.
You win.
Nah, no why. Anyway, people, no taking the code. We would like to get someone that actually hasn't fought at all to get a code. Give it a moment, please. But technically, if you haven't gotten a code at all, you have the same right as this guy. But no one take the code, please. We had a slow start, but now we got our matches. We'll see whether or not Evox can get their match. Technically, anyone that hasn't fought at all, Thomas, but yeah, most... Because Evox actually has a voice, he needs to get it. But we got one.
2.
Anyway, be warned, I'm just gonna press a breaker if I have one. They cancelled! Grenade! Rival button up! Okay. Ah. I'm just gonna teleport. Focus fire! Focus fire again! No, okay. Ah! Okay, fine. Fine! I'll have to tackle you! I couldn't tackle them. You're not gonna activate that mode, are you? Can you just... Door breach. Focus fire! Kick you! And again! I reset my energy! I'm dead. Yeah, that's on me. I reset my energy.
KO. You lose.
No, I don't think it was Omar. Or Omer. That got banned. Some other rando. Who knows? It's one of them. Plenty of names I've been told not to be allowed to play theme battles. Been plenty. Simple rules are representing the character. Do not look like an idiot doing so.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway. Door breach! No. Tackle back in from a backdash. No cars allowed! I may have broken a car with a grenade, though. Okay. Enough of that. We have 4 stacks. I think we need 5. There's 5, right? Okay. Up we go. Why? I need to delay it. Okay. Well, I didn't consume my stacks, but it didn't matter.
KO. You lose.
They just messed up Sentry missing the shot. I missed the shot. They bounced. For some reason that made them miss, but Psycho Pink has missed that plenty of times. Don't get time to get back here and say GG. That was on me for not waiting a bit longer before resetting my energy, but you also didn't exactly use Insight all that often. There. Okay. Kicked. Thrown down to the ground. Tackle! No. Fine. Fine. Wow. Okay. You can stay over there. Grenade! I don't think that... Yeah, you might want to have to simply not use that strike. You missed your chance. $1.4. Try to remember. Try to have my health be more than 1,450 if you really want to try to remember a decent number. Or a decently different number. 145. If you don't want to remember the exact number. Burn. I am going to kick you. I didn't get to kick them. And then I tackled into that again. That? Yeah, that whiffed. Then I dodge! We teleport! We dodge those! Oh no. We're gonna get yoinked. Well, you don't get to dodge that one. Focus fire again. Now, come on. Well, I guess that had to happen. In the air. And fine. Didn't rotate at all. I think I got the breaker so many times in a row. You were the last one before this, I guess, but I don't think you were. Okay, we will look at the account and see whether or not you look normal. Like I said, we'll see if you look normal. Why are you using Justin here?
Go.
Really? That's how you want to begin? Is that how you want to start the start it? No! Perfect teleport distance. I'm gonna stand here. Yeah, okay. We go ahead. We get lodged to get a breaker. Yeah, okay, fine game. It just didn't register. Nope. Low amount of recovery. Grenade! It didn't work, but there we go. We got 2 stacks. That's all that mattered. We got the stacks. Go! You've been tackled once, and then fired again. Baseball swing into the air.
KO, you win.
They're normal. The opponent doesn't taunt, so that's the only part that matters there. I mean, at least, but are you really sure? Nah, this is fine. I made it to. Reminder: I used a different. I redid another account because my iOS didn't do anything right. It didn't. It's my account isn't connected to my game center. It's connected to my iPad backup somehow, which is dumb. But I got to Zord Graveyard using a level 1. Be normal, okay? Be a decent human being. You'll be fine. Last match for Sentry. Who's next? And I feel like I really want that buff I mentioned on how to fix Antonio. I really feel like we need that right now at this very moment, but I don't think that anybody's gonna even think about buffing him that way to begin with, even if we wanted it. Grenade! How many misses do we have to see? Okay. Okay, come on. We wanna just... What if I... Yeah. What if I just do that? Some damage, but that's about it. I'm gonna stand here. I said I'm gonna stand there. Backdash kick! Focus fire! Dane! Okay, nope. I couldn't even get to throw the grenade. I wanted to throw the grenade. Okay, shield of darkness. Grenade! Tackle. Wasn't a tackle, but it was a swing.
KO, you win.
Just input the code as you need to. That's all you need to do. You don't have to be fast. If there's a problem with you getting the code, make sure to mention it. We'll try and get people to slow down if you haven't managed to fight at all. Brazilian, I already made it to Zord Graveyard with a level 1. That's not... It would... The only thing it would be is technically... that. Yeah, blame Geki. And even then, reminder that every single one of my accounts are free to play. I don't give anyway money. Grenade! Tackle! 10 stacks! You are now in trouble! If I survive this! Not good! Not good! Did he recover? We already know your in-game name, Winter. I don't even care about Hacker. Just get shoved away! Tackle! Nope! Grenade! Tackle! Got him!
KO, you win.
You just input the code. If you're just fast enough, you'll get in. I know I said it was the last one, but we'll give it one more time because we shoulder tackle people, and that's about it. It's the same thing as just yelling blindside. We just yell tackle. I think there might be a loose thread on the bottom of my pants. I don't know which side it was. There it is. Found it. Sure, get this.
3, 2,
Eh.
1, go!
Lewis, can you not? No! No! Focus fire! Okay. Kick! We'll make use of that. Back away. Back away. Nope, okay. That's on me. That's on me. 5! He's got 2 stacks, he might as well activate it. I'll get 2 stacks as well here. So I'll activate it. And we're standing over here. Yeah, not the greatest combo right there. Grenade! Grenade!
KO, you win!
Yeah, I think we're done with Sentry. His power-up is just getting more people to help him. He calls for backup. I made Haldhammer references with some of his thumbnails. Who is it? Antonio. Well, we can't use Antonio! The main is the only one that can use him. Yeah, who else? Jason 911. Yeah. You're going to have to say your in-game name properly. And your personality situation. Sorry to everyone that has to suffer now. It's Ollie. He's pointing at people. Being rude. We'll fix his horrible behavior by throwing cars at people instead. No. We'll make use of some stupid things known as traveling projectiles just to do things. That's it.
3, 2,
Okay, that's it. I know it's technically not a good idea to put the one-match rule on when we just swap to Ollie, but at this point, it looks like the only way we can get away with these situations. So yeah. Go ahead, Evil Thrust. We're gonna fix the VFX. Seriously. Up you go. Backdash! Yeah, I don't add the backdash. It's the other skill. Knockback is different. 3. How much energy you got? Evil Thrust. Evil Thrust again. Zap them. Evil Blue Kicks. And there. Good job. You gotta punch him in the face. Worst part about it, I don't know what would have happened if I just pressed the breaker. I didn't set my slots up, which I could have done. If I, didn't just do 2 breakers in a row. Good job to that one. Omer, seriously, it's not that hard to understand. The Discord is not related to the Alliance at all. Geki, can you stop being weird?
go!
You guys can do is speak to Geki's situation where he's not controlling what his brother's doing. car. There are others that would like to fight. Stop being an idiot. It may be Ollie, but still. No, you're allowed to join, but others are joining when they're not allowed to. Yes, the best assist in the game. Not by literally everything, it's just more like best assist visually. Or just the simple job of throw car at person. That is all bridge assist is. Of course. Fair enough. This is fair. No. Plan. I have a plan. It's called car. Yeet. Grab the Angie. They gotta use their breaker. We know that already. Not the breaker I was referring to, but still a breaker. Not a Omar. You don't make it. Up you up. People blue kicks on the ground. You're gonna have to knock me out now. Or I'm getting my super here. Oh no! Oh no! It happened.
KO. You win.
The follow-up failed. Just because of perfect positioning being out of the one hitbox and out of the other as well. It finally happened where it didn't even manage to continue. It's not cool, it's broken. You're not banned forever. And seriously, I am really gonna have to point out. Ninja Kimberly is the most broken character in the game. Fine, don't add the backdash. A reminder, you're in the alliance, Orion. Oh my, you're supposed to be allowed to join. These idiots don't let you join. That's the problem right now. You're supposed to be in the alliance, but you guys aren't listening. I'm not talking about you, Omar. I'm not talking about you right now. Wow. Wow, he didn't get to hit me. I wonder why. That was stupid. It's more like, preferably, slow down. If we start the one match per person rule, it's gonna be a while before you're allowed to rejoin. Omar, just join. Preferably, new names only. Wait 30 seconds! You know what? That's easy enough. If the timer has reached 4:30, you're allowed to enter if you fought already. At that point, 30 seconds is long enough. And I'm pretty sure Giovanni already fought. I think. I haven't spoken. So I'm not sure. There we go. And again. Nope. Was here before, yeah. You almost missed. Be warned, you better have a strike. Okay, fine. You kicked the car down. You kicked the car down. Nope. Sorry. You're gonna have to deal with that. He did play a match, but I think that was one match. It's Arkham mode. Yeah, you're supposed to be allowed to. Those that did not fight, you may enter. Those that have waited 5 matches already, wait 30 seconds. Those that have waited, that have not waited 5 matches, wait an entire minute. The code is on screen. Those are the rules. Do it again, and I'm canceling this next match if I see another one. And it's your own fault then. You didn't even wait 5! That one may have been his second match. But the problem is he didn't even wait 5. Winter, follow the rules. It's not a sneaky you. It's an idiotic you. The text is down there. Very much right on screen. In an ugly color to catch your attention. Omar, we don't care about that type of promise. Just play. You are allowed to enter. Lewis, I have this thing right here. This character here instead. Omar, you're allowed to join like you're supposed to. But the others not listening right now. At least Flicked didn't break our game! At least Flicked didn't break our game! Yes, you're allowed to join. Rid said, that didn't work. And he's lagging. Natty, if you are spamming like this, I don't know about you being allowed to join because clearly your internet's unstable. If your internet's unstable, you might as well not play. And on the ground, yeah. Yeet. Kick. Omar, you're allowed to join, but we've got others joining when they're not supposed to. Flicked is very much allowed to. You're just slower than him. But he's broken our game many times! We got Dora Kaiser on the Twitch side. And no, you're not allowed to. You've reset the timer. 5 matches, Winter. We're breaking the rules while others are still waiting. Ollie Super is fully invincible. Be aware, people, if the code has been up for 30 seconds and you've waited 5 matches, you're allowed to join. Who tried to enter? It's not Flicked, I know that much! But the match after he plays is the sad part. Who tried to enter? Do you have a voice? Who actually tried to load? No, Winter. 4 matches still. So like I said, who tried to join? Do you have a voice? You entered when you weren't allowed to. No, Winter. 4 matches still. You're not allowed to enter. Okay, we need to do this. Don't question it. And Sean is actually quite new here. He does not know that I have a lot of animations. Don't question about the burning Leo. Because we can't load into the ult right now, we shall now quickly go to the main. Anyway, as mentioned, this is why anyways not gonna give us a buff to Preston. Because this thing exists. This thing is currently in existence, and anyways not gonna buff him because of it. Flicked. If you joined right after... Okay, never mind. He played a game. But the problem is, who joined after Flicked? That broke the game. And we're supposed to play Antonio, which is the problem. You'd like that you did, but you don't care. Yeah. Why are you cursed? Ninja. And what about a nice little funny thing known as Poisandra? This should be fine. Juice bar. But like I said, Drakon, we played earlier. Magna is currently banned from being on the list. I'm sorry. We played enough matches with him. He's actually had the most matches of everyone in this entire stream. You would have to rewind if you want to see that. Sorry. But Magna has played enough matches. Zato. Archangel. They've played a match already, but it's been a while. But if you're gonna play like that, it's not worth fighting anyway. Antonio is horrible. You strike. No, okay. Antonio is slow. If I'm hitting this person, it's just because I'm getting my reactions and predictions right. You dare hit me! Lag, go away! I dodged the first hit just for that to happen. Also, the game was a little loud. Sorry. By comparison. Listen, they were the ones that played Justin. This is fine, but even then. As I mentioned, please, one match per person. If the code has been up for 30 seconds and you've waited 5 matches, you're allowed to enter. If you haven't waited 5 matches and the code has been up for an entire minute, anyone's allowed to enter. But the first 30 seconds are for those that have not fought at all. Okay, this is fine. It is... Okay, come on. He didn't cancel! He didn't cancel. He took the risk. That's a breaker. I'm lagging horribly on the main. What the heck? Am I on the wrong Wi-Fi? I can't be on the wrong Wi-Fi, otherwise the mirroring software doesn't work. So it makes 0 sense. He's not fast though, so I win here with this interaction. Oh, why is it lagging so badly? 4! 1 second. I'm on the right Wi-Fi. I'm on the right Wi-Fi, but this is stupid. Wi-Fi! Horrible. This is why I play on the ult, because it's Ethernet. Anyway, like I said, 30 seconds. Otherwise, 1 match per person. If I see your name, I'm swapping to the ult. The thing is reloaded, so we're back to the ult already. Don't think that was 4. You don't exactly get to see anything anyway. Well. Yep. High enough sweep. You could have just turned yourself into fireworks right there if you don't mind. Wow. Yep. That's a 10-match ban. 10-match ban it is. I don't have Antonio on the alt. This is the main. An account that is beyond your understanding. But we got the retard here that doesn't know how to wait. Nor did he wait 30 seconds! For one. Look at that. Rule break. 1. You've been banned for 10 matches. You're an idiot. Then on the main, you can see here, 3 hours ago was the last time I played with a ranked fight. 2, 3. 3 matches. Winter has been banned for 10 matches now. You're not allowed to enter at all. Every time you enter, it resets. 10-match ban. It's not that hard to swap accounts. So you don't get any control here. Technically not, Lewis. Technically not. It's still the 30-second rule. If you've waited 5 matches, you will have the 30-second rule that applies to you. But those that have not fought, you're allowed to enter within the first 30 seconds. If you have waited, you'll have to... We'll see. New name. Perfectly fine. Let me just put the rules on the screen and below. So, yeah. Why is it lagging on the alt? I even feel delay in my movements. This is stupid. Someone's breaking the internet right now. Or no, this is N-Way. Actually, no, this is full-on N-Way. Sorry, false. This is N-Way. Whatever happened to N-Way servers, it's not my problem. N-Way needs to fix their issue. The mirroring software would not show lag if it was mine. But we can see the lag symbol on screen. Yes, but that's the thing. Everyone's lagging, it looks like. As a reminder, if it was my connection as the problem, the mirroring software would be lagging and there would be frame drops everywhere. We see the lag. It's N-Way servers right now. N-Way servers have started to die. And that's exactly what just happened. Because we would not be seeing the match if my internet was the problem. The mirroring software goes off Wi-Fi to begin with. Before we continue, I'm going to let the servers try to fix themselves while I quickly update the rules below. So that everyone can read right now. I'm going to duplicate it so it's an easy swap. Paste duplicate. Hide this one. Properties. Give it a moment. VPN means nothing. have waited 5 matches. This is a long rule, so I'm going to have to... Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a space because this is way too long. This might become too small. Too small. There. There's a big rule right there. There is no character ban. Technically, Aeon Assist is the only ban, but you don't even know that thing exists. So you don't have to worry. And the actual bans, though, is the theme battle characters. Playing a theme battle character is a banned character. Venjix and Dragon Trini, both leader and assist, are all banned for today. That is the usual rule that happens throughout the entire stream until we reach the theme battle, and then they get unbanned for that. That's the whole rule of it. Theme battle characters may not be used for the entire day. It may seem it may seem horrible, like it doesn't make any sense, but the reason why is because they're preparing to fight each other. That is the reason. That is the logic.
It's about to happen.
It's Omar.
2,
Omar.
1, go.
Well, okay. Well, at least that worked. Good attempt. Back away. Yeah, they ran towards. If you won, there will be a car in your face. Yeet! Grab that edge. Yeah, that's not me. Gonna recover some health here. Good combo. I did not manage to actually do anything there. I was actively still recovering. Not good. Lag, you are not helpful. Car! Yeet. Sorry. I had to throw a car at a pumpkin. He's been throwing pumpkins at me. Nah, Torius, this is nowhere close to Pumpkin Rapper's whole 2 seconds of a block animation. Yeah, all he's done. Do we have any other? Who's the next character? Other than Antonio? Thomas should have list. Haley. We will do Haley, and then I think we'll have to start the theme battle. Yeah, good job, Omar. Your gameplay looks normal. You even did a very good combo right there. That's all I'm gonna have to say. But yeah, we need to get to the theme battle after we're done with Haley's fight. I don't think they fixed the servers. We'll go invincible, and we will use cars and invincibility to dodge, because she has many utility things already. Tori is later. Evox, you did not.
2, 1.
Oh, we just updated the rules. We just updated the rules and then you do this. Good energy management. Good energy management. I'm gonna hit you with a car for this. That worked. Slice them!
You win.
He did a decent combo. I did one back to him. And hit him with a car. The mental damage of getting hit by a car is all you need to know. Zed thought he was fine. There was a car. Omer, reminder, that's not how that works. Also, unless we really want to, we can keep battling until Biozone gets back. Because he said it was a dinner call, so that's about it. You did not wait long enough!
2, 1.
The only reason I'm even giving them a match right now is because they've only fought once. That's the only reason I'm even giving him another fight. Yep. Technically at the same time, you're not in the region, so... I didn't cancel. Or I didn't block. You try to throw a car. But like I said, if the mirroring software was... if it was my intent, the mirroring software would be literally skipping frames. It was not. It was not skipping frames. It's anyway servers. It's the easiest thing. Reminder, that thing needs to be connected to Wi-Fi. If it cannot show a proper connection to my own PC, yeah, then it's my internet. But if we can see the lag constantly, smooth gameplay with just horrible lag, that is Enway's fault. Like I said, we can continue the list while Thomas is busy with dinner. Once he gets back, we can do the theme battle. That way, we actually have, yeah. Does burn damage? No, it does not. It gets used a lot with combos, but that's about it. Black Sun, you did not wait! And now I'm starting to lag again. Great. Wow. Eesh. And we see what's happening! I reset my energy, but that's basically fine. Your armor doesn't stop damage.
You win.
Anyway, it's simply broken their servers again. Weren't allowed to see what happened that fight. Well, I guess we have to deal with this. Annoying. Simply annoying. Because it has armor. We have other fighting game mechanics, invincibility and armor in this game. This guy is allowed. People, please read the rules. Yeah, this guy is perfectly allowed to be an opponent. They haven't fought at all. I don't recognize the name at all. Got a strike? Yeah, not to mention that, we actually have to wait out the theme battle now because of the sheer amount of annoyance of lag. 8 energy. Why are you taunting? I got 1 energy back. Armor! Armor again! You got slapped down to the ground. Maybe I could have taken the damage, but I don't think I wanted to risk that. He's not gonna get... Yeah, maybe I should have just taken the damage. He wasn't gonna get his super there, but now he does. Watch your damage, huh? Or do we have to throw a car at you? You will not touch this car!
You win.
There is a window, yes! To hit him. Orico, that was not the window. You don't. You don't recover energy faster when you taunt. There is no such thing. Energy recovery is based on your attacks. The only type of sooner, not faster, sooner energy recovery is called taunt recovery removal, or recovery removal through taunt. Because anyways, coding forced you to use a taunt instead of attack. You're retarded.
3, 2.
Not talking too about you guys. The person who just entered the code again when they weren't allowed to. Yes, you see to do that. Those are people with horrible personality. That's what they are. They do it because they're idiots. We're not going to use the other word that best describes them, but that's about it. They aren't doing it to get they're on the nerves of the opponent. They're just doing it because their personality is horrible. If they dashed, taunted, dashed, depends on when they taunted is when it matters, because there is such a thing as a taunt dash.
3, 2.
Okay, this is your second match. That's the thing, though. If you have waited at least long enough, and it is only your second match, this is perfectly fine. This is Omar's second match. That's all I can say. He waited 5. So yeah. But that's the thing. These literally other people. Can you not do that? Sledge is a block assist. I know that one. That's fair. Can you not? Okay, listen here. Listen here. I'm gonna round you over with a cloud. Stay. Stay in your corner. And now you get stunned for this. Your existence is over. Nah. They still had the health to survive. You can't instantly cancel. Dodge! Strike! It missed! You're gonna kick me. You're gonna run into this? Dodge. I couldn't dodge that one. Yeah, I ran into this one. Okay, slice them. Yeah, because some of them have actually finally been fixed. Or able to function more than just a basic thing. They're common ranges, that we know. But the fact that they have all these problems that MA had refused to fix for years. Anyway, we're hoping the lag is over. So, theme battle can begin soon. It's Venjix versus Dragon Armatrini. We're not doing Evox because many people don't have the skin. So close, yeah. And just because we're not on the other screen doesn't mean you guys are allowed to ignore the rules. And to the Lothar we fought before this, if you enter this code, you're an idiot. You don't have a choice here. You're not the one that gets to make the decision here. Enter the code when you're not allowed to, you get skipped. It's not an inconvenience to me. Apparently Dragon Armatrini was supposed to have Black Dragon as the assist anyway. Alright, Thomas, read the rules. You can see there's an update there. It has not been 10 matches. Winter, all your messages, you will be banned. All your messages that we've seen plenty of times throughout yesterday's stream shows that you are incapable of just being normal. You did not wait 10 matches. You did not even wait 30 seconds. You broke both rules. And you're avoiding your ban. The fact that you can't even just close the game now says a lot. So, you guys can set your teams up. We're waiting through this one anyway. My main is right over here. Okay, the main is right here with Antonio on screen. Get your team set up. I do not have Venjix or Dragon Armor Trini on the main. I only have them on the alt. So, I'll be getting the team set up accordingly. Or rather, the host spectate set up accordingly. And then closing the mirroring software. Priyam, if you are the Lothar, you're not allowed to enter if you haven't waited 5 matches. It is not that hard to understand. There is rules on screen. You took the code through both times. As a reminder, you took the code while on the screen and the other screen. The other one doesn't have the rules. Fair enough. But you took it here. 30 seconds if you have waited 5 matches. 1 minute if you haven't at all. And only if you haven't fought. The first match you have played with Lothar, that one you're allowed to join. But there are more than just you here. There's more than just you here. There's more people than just you. We'll be in Juice Bar, best 2 out of 3. I'm just showing the rules here. You are new. Okay. Are you the Lothar? Are you this one? Are you this person? Or are you just speaking from just why I closed the match? Then that's different. Then I'm just speaking to someone that's not related to this at all. Between the two of them. Nah, Thomas, reminder, it's depending on the situation. If they are just asking why am I leaving the matches, why am I leaving the matches in general on the stream? That is a valid question. As I've said enough times, that's based on the rules. But if he's the Lothar, then that's the way he's a rule breaker. But it's very much a proper question if it's me leaving the matches and he's questioning what's going on there. But I don't know. You can never know by people's in-game names and out-of-games names. Exactly, new to stream. But, yeah. You can never know unless they have outright said that they are that person. And that's the problem. Online names can be very much different everywhere. Venjix. You cannot use a block. But we can't use Venjix either. You cannot use Black Dragon Assist to finish the fight. As a warning. Black Dragon Assist cannot be used to finish the fight. No assist is allowed to end the fight in this team battle. We have to allow Roxy for Venjix. Who won the fight again was... Which I forgot. Me. Don't want to allow a Vesper anyway. At the same time, it kind of is required. I don't know. She was infected by the Venjix virus. So technically, this is a valid team. Yep. This is a valid team for the team battle. Vesper is currently evil in this situation. Or mind-controlled, you could say. As literally stated, when Vesper is revealed to be a guy... they didn't even get that right. That's not right. Be a gynoid after being infected by the Venjix virus. Okay. Dragon Armor Trini, I would say, is any Mighty Morphin helper. No ninjas. We can probably go with that. Or any comic Battle for the Grid. Technically, Dragon Armor Trini is Shattered Grid or anything along those lines, so... Battle for the Grid characters and Mighty Morphin characters. You're not allowed to use Be aware, this is a valid team. They do exist at the same time. But you still can't use it to finish the fight. Yeah, but even then. You're allowed to do this. Any good comic ranger, basically. As a reminder, Black Dragon is a useful way to put a block, so it's fine. Technically, we will allow Ranger Slayer because no one's allowed... Okay, you know what? Ranger Slayer is allowed because we know... I've just said no assist is allowed to end the fight. So basically, the leaders with anyone to help them. That is part of their team of a theme. Mighty Morphin, Shattered Grid, other forms, Black Dragon is technically, this is technically a valid look for Dragon Armatrini. As proven by the Battle for the Grid story, putting the mouth guard, or the mouth, back on the character. So this is a valid look for her. Okay? Mastodon Sentries are always evil, so we cannot count those ones. Heckle... Was he there? I don't think so. Even then. Battle for the Grid, or Comic Mighty Morphin, whatever. All those types of things. But it has to be good Ranger as well. Please set your teams up accordingly. Team battle will begin once we can start. I am going to choose a different assist than Tommy, so let's see what we have here. The V2 is a valid assist as well. Yeah, but I don't think we want to do that for now. Like I said, we'll make it easier. It's just simply Mighty Morphin or Battle for the Grid. Just obviously there's other things, but still. Anyway, this team is pretty simple of a setup. You cannot use Blaze. And I don't think there's really any other ones that can help Venjix anyway. Did Gemma get infected by Venjix? Because it's not RPM. It's not RPM. It's evil versus good. Anyone he has hacked is valid, though. Anyone he has outright hacked is a valid teammate for him. Which is why Vesper is allowed. And the other side, a Mighty Morphin. More like good versus evil, Venjix versus Dragon Armatrini is the battle. Nashorn, if you even paid attention, the theme battle is quite literally a thumbnail. We have made plenty of thumbnails. This is theme battle something 200 and something. Wherever that image is, please show up. Oh, stream theme is behind us. I don't know why I put it there. Yeah, that's the thing. Ironically, but reminder, theme battles have no connection to one another. Only when there is a story behind them. Most of the time, it's a long while before we continue the story. Yep. Remember, the rules are that I fight with both sides once, and then you guys have to fight out and get the results of the match. So we shall see what happens. But these are my teams. Okay, people? Please get them set up accordingly. This, from what I can tell, Venjix is only able to run this team. I'm trying to think of a strike he can run, but I'm not sure about that, because he's very breaker heavy here. But that's where the rules can come in. We can fix that. We can make this easier. And not be too one-sided, because both these characters are decently powerful. Dragon Armatrini might be a little stronger than Venjix right now. But we can force it that the extra assist of Dragon Armatrini might have to be a breaker. We can do that. That way, both teams only have 2 strikes. The worst part about it is that Venjix only has 1 strike on his actual leader, so that's one problem. Okay? So these are your teams. Preferably, I think we'll have to give the rule of The assist for Dragon Armor Trini that isn't the block has to be a breaker. I think we had to go with that. Billy exists. All those things. Can we use Zord on assist? I think that's a no. You're allowed to use Dragon Armor... Not Dragon. You're allowed to use Ranger Slayer. As a reminder. Or Black Dragon. So just remember that. But I'm running this. So. You guys will have to enter the code on screen. I will start as Venjix. Best 2 out of 3. Juice Bar. Okay? It's over here. Okay? I'll put the code on screen for those. But Dragon Armor Trini teams, join. Dragon Armor Trini teams, join. We can't play. We can't. We can't even start the match. You have encountered an issue from host spectating a game. Wow. And look what we have to do now. Now we have to wait. There we go. Okay, Black Sun, you ready? Here we go. They managed to get in. That's not a good theme. Nor is that one. Requiem is fine, I guess. No, obviously not. It's the characters only. Block here first. Nothing. Okay. Network disruptor. Okay. At least they all work, but it stands up. Virus transfer. No. The mobility that Dragon Armor Trini has is going to be a bit more, but this lag might be a problem. Go, shield! Failure merge! Network disruptor! They landed, but, yeah. Nope. Failure merge! I'm in the middle of a dash. I don't know why I did that. Disabling wire! Glitch! And virus transfer! With that one, hacked. I'm invincible. Okay. He paid attention. Ow. He paid attention. It was pretty obvious it wasn't gonna combo. One super to another, but he does continue on armor, and he goes invincible. Venjix is not invincible, but he will continue on armor. So be careful. Try that again. Don't give, let me try and do my usual job and give them both a win each. What? Why? Why did I do that? I have barely any practice with Venjix, so this is just me being stupid. Disabling wire. And glitch. With that, stay in your corner. Fine. Okay, that's not allowed. That is not allowed. You're just being rude at that point. Network disruptor. Can't use your super, but I have to be a little quick about this one. Yeah. That's on me. That's on me. But we'll see what our opponents can do. if Venjix outright loses, then, yeah, that was kind of expected then. Let's try that again. Let's see what our opponents can do. Venjix users, join. I'll put the code in chat in case you guys can't get it. 3, 4, 6, 5, 8, 5, yep, okay. Here we go. I mean, technically it's trying to follow that he's dying, but, yeah. Here we go again.
3, 2,
This is gonna go horribly, isn't it?
go.
I just played horrible, didn't die. Oh, we're gonna find out another thing. Mega launch! Nope. Okay. He took my energy. Good traveling projectile, but I'm not sure about this. Remember that. He's brought. Yep. Okay. To your corner you go. Up you go again. Hack and slash. Recover. That's what's happening here. He's using the chances to recover, but... So the worst part about it is the fact that Venjix doesn't have an exact combo that could just outright kill. While... maybe I had to be a little more careful with the other one, but... Yeah, like for example here. If I just do this... yeah, then this exact situation happens. The super update for Dragon Trini might be a little too strong. Like, unless you outright kill her, Venjix doesn't exactly have such an easy time doing so, especially with, the way he knocks away. You have to be very careful. And then, you know, the 5-cost jump. It actually can jump over... Rewarned, it can jump over the virus transfer.
2,
So, careful! Double heavyweight slam! And then that type of start, the fact that he got this block again is kind of just not helping him. Yep. He's gonna glitch. Yep. There we go. Usual combo. And charge. That to be a little... What? Yeah, Evox, what's your opinion on this matchup? No, that's not how it works, Nishawn. It's the theme battle. I need, Evox's verdict. Magna is fair, but we don't need him! No, but your opinion on Dragon Trini versus Venjix, is it a little one-sided in your opinion? It feels that way.
3, 2,
Okay, here we go.
go.
It's full-on battle for the grid. He pokes them. Table flip. At least he doesn't... You know what? At least we got one thing. At least we got one thing. Known as a very specific rule. At least Venjix doesn't have bad recovery anymore. Or horrendous recovery is a better way to put it. At least he gets up, but he doesn't exactly land. Like he's just hovering. Wouldn't say one-sided, but a reminder, I lost as well. Maybe you could say that's because I don't have much experience using Venjix. But... Venjix hasn't won one match, and every single time it's been the same result. The super lands, and then everything explodes. Like I said. Hack and slash, beam. Crit, not good enough. Venjix still has his super! He doesn't lose it instantly, but there, he got his first win. Not his first set, though. Good job, Geki. I'm hoping there's not lag, but that one was just because... Reminder, beam into Jet Rush is not a true combo unless you're point blank. You can add a dash, but you can't do that after the middle. You can't do it with the middle slot. Heavyweight slam, hack and slash. Recovering energy. Didn't make a launch though. Okay, but that's the thing. Who here has enough knowledge on Venjix, or in this case, the Evox part? Is Roxy and Blaze related to the Morphin Grid in some way? Are they created by the Morphin Grid? Like, if, let's see an example being straight up yes, fine. So that means if they lose their ability, or they lose their, if they get hit by something like Black Dragon's Morphin Grid Disruptor, or whatever you can call it, don't they just disappear? Or something tells me if Black Dragon, or anything like Dragon Armor Treaty, or the suit in general, the Black Dragon cannons, hit Venjix or anything, doesn't that mean he just outright doesn't exist anymore? He's incredibly vulnerable?
3, 2, 1, go!
That kind of is what happened to the Ranger's powers. The green candle is the only reason they were fine. I think maybe that one can even be disrupted because they used that to access it. Added the virus. So the virus will still exist, but the Morphin Grid and avatars would disappear. That's supposedly the case? When you think about it, how broken the concept of the Shattered Grid Black Dragon cannons are. When you think about that concept, what Drakon has managed to utilize. There we go. Good job, Geki. Hacked the suit. One third down. But the problem is Venjix is very weak right now at 66% killed. The antivirus of punching it very hard is 66% cleared. While the virus itself has almost hacked the suit. Or has started hacking the suit at 33%. What happened to the, also, yeah, we don't have a specific assist side, so we don't have to get. You guys can just put which one you want to be able to use more. Or which one you want to have. Like, in this case, putting Roxy on the left would be a better idea just because you need more strikes. That's not assist spam at that point, Geki. It's kind of just required, but some things if you can't use your leader's attacks, but meh. Didn't look like it to me. If you have an assist, you have to use it when it can matter, if it's going to be that. If he was Evox, he just needs human to what? He hates the human flesh side that much. We have Dragon Armor Trini that can join, please. Thomas is apparently in the code. Remember, Dragon Armor Trini has a very flexible options for her teams. Just Mighty Morphin and Battle for the Grid. They said a Dragon Armor Trini with Black Dragon assist or anything, but you can't use her own assist because unless we really have someone here with Venjix assist and Dragon Armor Trini assist as the opponent then. Yeesh. You know, it's season reset. Ranked really doesn't matter right now. In terms of the ult and the main, the ult goes into bronze at its highest, while the main goes to gold right now at its highest while playing Black Dragon. That was last season, to be exact. But that's the usual that it gets. Right now, the ult is currently sitting in Emerald, while the main has been played, while I've played with Magna on the main, so it's given me bronze right now. But I've beaten up a few victims of Magna jumping. Because Orico tried to hit me, I said no. So right now I'm sitting in bronze, 4,784, with Magna Defender as the leader. You can see over here. Okay, you can see it's just bronze. While the team I'm just riding around as is Magna, Korag, Adam. It's only 42,000 health though. Currently Magna's not going to be leveled up entirely just because of other reasons, being Black Dragon.
3, 2, 1, go!
Armor! No. The strike also continues on armor, so you have to be careful. It could be a problem, so be real careful, Thomas. Virus transfer! Try and hack the suit. Giovanni. That's it! He fooled you! But he's lagging. I think Giovanni might be slightly lagging. Hey, keeps away. Thomas, why'd you stand still? That was a virus transfer. Yeah, it's lagging. Yeah, it looks very much like that. I think we're not gonna have to count that match. That looked horrible. I think we're gonna have to restart that one. Giovanni, can we get your verdict, please? Reminder, lag is an outside influence, and it's very stupid. We'll try that again. You two rejoin, please. You do realize the way you put it like that, Gab, has just ruined your existence. You have now been caught by the allegations of Mr. Two Hands over here. If Bruce even exists. Your typo has caused you problems. Hopefully Giovanni's internet's doing better, but I was wrong. Back to normal now. Okay. Yes, reminder though, I'm streaming, so you not doing something like that. But you said look at Discord. I've really looked at what I needed to. You said something else, but it's not related to things. Like, that's just a Calamity mod thing. And even then, that's not the point. He can say the same thing, but you're the one who said the typo. And plus, that's Discord. That's not here. Armored and then blocked. And we all know that unless they show up, technically that's false. Yeah, we know who can say it is, but anyone can claim that. That's the worst part. That's the problem. Even Bruce could have claimed it. But that doesn't stop stop people from saying anything. You could have just supered earlier. You want to be sure? Okay. Try it again.
2, 1, go!
Not a combo, Giovanni. You have to dash. You have to cancel it early. You've been dodged. He stood up. Glitch has been dodged. That's a poke. No armor yet. Loses some energy. And Jet Rush! Cancelled! I don't know if that was gonna do anything. Mega Launch into first. Hack and Slash. He's recovering energy. He jumps! He dodged it entirely. Be warned, if you don't set this up right, this could be a bad situation for you, Thomas. A single mistake of you not knocking him out low enough can just result in you dying instead. So be warned of that. You need a super combo to do this. He tried to sleep out slamming you earlier. Crit not needed, but bash it in the face. Match point for Dragon Armatrini. Rude crit. Yeah, rude crit is the word there. Rude crit is the word. Is the suit unhackable? Or can it be controlled?
3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, they cancelled. Well, that's a glitch. And now it's back to the middle of the map. Back to neutral. Table flip does not work. Perfectly spaced combo because the first hit doesn't go that far. Well, the second hit does. And that's a punch to the block. Okay, very one-sided for this one. This could be the result they needed. Table flip miss. No assist. Punched away. And no super needed.
Perfect. You win.
Two and two. One win to either, one set to either side wins. Question is, do we even have another Dragon Armatrini user? Right now, we would have had Venjix win if I wasn't so stupidly horrible at that fight. Didn't look like Giovanni was lagging, just someone kept getting dodged. Nah, both the virus killer, whatever, the antivirus and the virus is 80% there each. So now, like I said, do we have another Dragon Armatrini user? Or do we have too many Venjixes here? Anyone? This is the problem with legendaries. This is the sheer problem with legendaries right here. This is the problem with legendaries. Nothing? No one? Korag has Venjix, but the problem is you can't use Venjix assist! We at least know we have a Korag, okay? We at least have a Korag. We know that. But we need a we need a Dragon Armatrini. We have Korag for Venjix, and in case there's anyone with Dragon Armatrini assist, you may use it. If Korag's your opponent. And yes, that means you can run the full Dragon team if you have the assist as well. Dragon Orange. Who knows? Why are you calling it stupid? We dumb. In what way is either one of them stupid? Well, then maybe word things better. Niche. Well, we will allow, if anyone has a setup for Dragonometrini and Dragonometrini leader, set your block up to be Black Dragon. If you want to run the full Dragon team, you can fight Korag. He will use Venjix assist. Please put the Venjix assist on the left and the Dragonometrini on the left. Anyone that has fought already as Dragonometrini may do so. I'm canceling the code in case Korag's in there, so he can fix his team setup and put Venjix on the left, and on the right needs to be Roxy. It's Roxy and Venjix. It's not Vesper, because he needs a strike more than a breaker. And Dragonometrini is going to have 3 strikes at this point, so put Dragonometrini on the left. Anyone that has used or has played already may enter. If, as a Dragonometrini, not a Venjix user. That means if Abhijit has already fought as Dragonometrini, he may re-enter if he has Dragonometrini assist and is able to do that. Yeah, okay. Here goes Geki defending their other side now. I don't know if we want to do that. Do we really allow this one? He's playing both sides. Daniel is not any different from me, so we will allow this. It's no different from me, but it is the final fight with their own assists. You know very well there is one specific rule now that has been activated. The assist is allowed to finish off. And we have also learned of another thing. Or rather, there's another bit of information. Dragonometrini and also Korag, you failed. In the match, you have failed. Korag, get our match over with. Geki, like I said though, there is other information, which is you are able to combo after the super from anywhere if you are Dragonometrini or assist. Havoc Laser into Dragonometrini assist is in fact a true combo. So try to remember that. Though it might not help you in some situations, but it will allow you to get away with a full screen combo, which you normally wouldn't be able to get away with. Yep. Try that again. You guys have to re-enter properly. Korag, get that skin off. Get. Swap back to Venjix. It's not Evox today. I know we haven't done any themed skins or as battles, but yeah. We will do them eventually. Anyways, at least do it in the vanity slot, but then people will actually have to have the skin at that point. Which is going to be a lot worse because I know I can also still do the file change thing, but actually I haven't checked whether or not that still works. Anyway, here we go. Goes for a block. No one hits each other. And there we go. They're out of the corner. Beam, blocked, glitched, and sent flying to the corner. Virus transfer into a malware strike. Yeah, that's certainly a name. Interrupted. No hack and slash allowed. Flips the table and heavyweight slams. Hey, Geki, that was an armor chance. Please make use of your armor. But here we go. Geki, that was a throw. You didn't instantly activate the super. If you don't get away with this, double beam, hits, jet rush, And there. It's the fact that he didn't activate as soon as possible. It almost simply threw there. Because because Korag left a gap. And wasn't going to knock out anyway. He kind of literally just did that. No, it's fine. Korag did not throw. He tried to get some energy back, but that's not. But that's the thing. Venjix doesn't have a combo after his super. And no, he could not. It's not a combo after the super. Nope. Beat. And other stuff. Not to mention, Geki's still not exactly using his armor when he was supposed to in that one instance. Malway Strike could have been stopped by the Jet Rush. He had the energy. And he had plenty to continue a combo and prevent a combo from it. But matches can go either way, so we don't need to pay attention too much to that. Almost teleported out of range, but at the same time not. A stun. A glitch. So what we got here? Yeah, the difference there is he could have used the super, but the problem is it would reset to neutral. So that one is fair for Geki not to use the super instantly. Match point for either side. Does the suit get hacked, or doesn't it? No, not really. It's a one-time thing. I don't think we're gonna do Drakon trying to get the suit back. Especially since it's Dragonomic Treaty, not Black Dragon. Jet Rush, interrupted. You don't get to do that. Heavyweight Slam. Yeah, not to mention it doesn't get to be a special strike trap. That is the spectator lagging of all things. Why does the spectator have to lag somehow? Flips the table. But it doesn't work. They're stunned. If he waits long enough, he can get his super from this. He does get his super. Question is whether or not that matters. Because I don't know if that was a good one. He jumps! Not a good enough one. It looked very weird there, but try to engage. He got slammed. The virus got squished. Any the outside influence from Korag? I don't think they would be. I mean, new character. We'll see maybe the silhouette tomorrow. Clearly, I played Venjix horribly today. Ah, yes. The challenge. I'm not going to be able to use Mag that quickly. But, yeah. Team battle goes to Dragonomic Treaty today. 7 PM, still bright. You're welcome, one. Meh. We're still a different opponent. And plus, I played on both sides as well. Yeah, but the problem is with that logic aperture, if I actually gave them both one win, that would quite literally just be, it would have just been Venjix winning. But that type of influence might not have gotten the same results for the other stuff, so who knows? Though this... It was fine again. But Geki's connection was fine. Korag, the thing is, though, the only problem is the fact that Geki could have instantly used his super before you got away with your super. That's the only reason I'm not sure about that match. The first match was literally Geki was allowed to get away with potentially just saying no to your super even activating in the first place. With how late you managed to even try to activate. He had every card set up as well. He had everything. Yes, the spectators, there's no way to determine how the match ends, but if the spectator sees a specific interaction, it could technically influence that the other person just threw by not pressing a button. Especially since it's something so guaranteed to land, like the beam. But that type of situation is... it's sometimes questionable at best. This is gonna be, at least my health is low, so I'm just gonna let the game deal damage, and I can show what I'm referring to. Like, there is another combo, another very specific combo that Dragon Armatrini has. That I've had it quite a few times already after the super. Now I'd have to wait to get hit repeatedly. Like, if you do manage to corner your opponent, hack and slash into Mega Launch into a Heavyweight Slam is a true combo. Yep. Come on. Hit me. Why do you stop attacking, bot? Come on. Hit. I need to show the combo before we end today, because we have actually gone for almost 3 hours of stream today. Just for being late. Come on! Hit me! Let's just battle for the grid. The only one that's not supposed to be here is Xandred. I mean, wait, what? Well, you mean the time? Fine. Anyway, here you go. This is a very specific combo Dragon Armatrini has. You get to the corner, you can do that. Technically, you can do the other way around, but I don't think you can recover 2 energy here. Nah, I think you can. But the only problem with that is the fact that I don't think you can use Heavyweight Slam in such a way like for there. Let's make it easier. So obviously, okay. So I need to do all I need to do is just hack and slash into Heavyweight, and then recover 2. So if this, nope, worthless. Get rid of that. I say get rid of it. Like, if anything, you can probably just do hack and slash Heavyweight, but the other one seems a little more reliable. You would have to just do this. Nope. Good enough. At least they interrupted. It wasn't going to be a combo anyway. Again. Wow. Try that again. Good enough. Ah, you used to. And then it interrupts when it matters. Wow. That time I did rotate and then it interrupts, ruining everything. Anyway. This into... yeah, that doesn't look reliable. And there's a problem with that one. There's actually a problem with that combo, in my opinion. The way and how it is. Instead of... I'm gonna blame the way it's done, because that one, I would say, is worse. You may get less damage, and I don't think you can reliably get the table flip anyway. But you can... the reason why, in my opinion, it might just be better to do the other one is because of the way you regen energy. Instead of waiting, or instead of using hack and slash into Heavyweight, you're doing hack and slash, wait for energy, flip the table into a Heavyweight, then you start recovering energy. So in my opinion, the other one is better. No, they can't. you've been hit by the super, so they can't block it. I'm showing an example of the combo. Like, we can't always have the super because the bot's not going to help us. But this is quite literally the example. You do that, flip the table. Look at the energy regen. There you go, look at my energy. You do that after the super, you can get your energy back while they're still recovering. I would say that's a better combo. So when you have the chance to do that, you do that version. If you need damage, you might as well try and do the other version. But then you're going to have to make sure you can actually get away with it. And BOA, you can react to your slot swapping and not swapping before you do the next attack. So you should roughly be fine. Or, yeah. I'm just going to do one match on ranked with Dragon Armor Trini, and then we are done here for today. So, here we go. See who we find. Some random victim. Depending on whether or not they're a victim at all, even. I fought the 3rd place on ladder, which is supposed to be a 64,000 Lothor repeatedly. For some dumb reason. Because matching is just what it tried to be. The matching was just horrible, is what it was. Nah, no, just lean needed. This is fine, but I don't think we found an opponent yet, so that kind of makes it invalid. What do you mean next Sunday stream then? What are you referring to now in the Sean? We stream for 3 hours. Or I've streamed for 3 hours. You guys have been here, I don't know how many times you leave or join. Technically, there are all chances of random streams. Kind of. But I'm pretty sure the next stream is on Friday. If I'm not mistaken. How are we not finding an opponent right now? Three attempts and you're out anyway. Then we're just ending with sadness because you can't give us a match. A proper auto-off match. Isn't this supposed to be the next character this week anyway? From anyway, Geki? I just said that wrong entirely, but still. Isn't it this week that the character is revealed and released? Yo guesses Tyler. And there it is. It actually found a match. Took forever, but this means it's going to be a mismatch. A horrible one at that. Or is it? It's a horrible mismatch! Or is it? It is. It's also lagging. Well. Here's anyway outright saying, yeah, you're lagging, go play something else. You know, the only part that matters is whether or not his super will even be able to be activated. I'm on Ethernet as a reminder. This is NY service being stupid again. Why are you taunting? Why are you taunting? Don't super. You should not have supered! Sheer amount of lag, I try to help him. He doesn't have the armor to survive. It reduces your damage, yes. Yeah. He used the super, and that's froze time. That's all it is. But yeah, lag. We're done here. Anyway, just as I said, yeah, we got too much lag here, so it's time to end it. Anyway, thank you for those that joined. That is all for today, and yes, this will always be the case. And like I said, let me just hide the... Let's see. So, Psycho Video. That is not the right one. Where's the stream theme? Why is this thing large? There. As mentioned, there's the theme battle. We have plenty of times we made this in the Sean. That is what it is. Breaking through the virus. You can see the impact of the punch. Yes, it's already broken through it, is the whole point. That's why the fist is slightly black. But even then, yeah. That is all for today. Goodbye. Anyway, servers suck.